Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a speed test comparison between the Realme GT Master Edition versus the iPhone X. And the iPhone X is powered by Apple A11 Bionic processor with a 3GB of RAM, while the Realme GT Master Edition is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G 5G processor with 8GB of RAM. On the back we have dual cameras on the iPhone, while on the Realme GT Master Edition we have triple cameras. We have 12 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization. Also we have 12 megapixel which is a telephoto lens which give you a 2x optical zoom, in which we also have a optical image stabilization, while on the Realme GT Master Edition we have 64 megapixel main camera. Also we have 8 megapixel ultra wide with a 2 megapixel macro, and the back is made up of glass on the iPhone X, while on the Realme GT Master Edition, especially in the grey color, we have a vegan leather on the back, and you can see. And the frame of the Realme GT Master Edition is made up of plastic, while the iPhone X has a stainless steel frame on the bottom, which does not have any headphone jack on the iPhone X, which is available on the Realme GT Master Edition. Also on the iPhone X we also have a dual speakers, while on the Realme GT Master Edition we only have single speaker. In this video I'm going to show you how much a difference between the Realme GT Master Edition versus the iPhone X in apps opening speed as well as in the boot up test. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. And the logo is came up first on the Realme GT Master Edition as compared to the iPhone X. On the iPhone X we have iOS 15 version 3.1 latest iOS software, while on the Realme GT Master Edition we have Android 11 with the Realme UI version 2.0, and the iPhone X is more faster when it comes to booting up, and the Realme GT Master Edition also right behind there, about 1 or 2 second difference there between these two devices when it comes to booting up. And guys, now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Realme GT we have 6.4 inch Full HD Plus with a Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, while on the iPhone X we have 5.8 inch Full HD Plus Super Retina OLED display with 60Hz refresh rate. Also we have punch hole on the Realme GT Master Edition, which is on the left hand side, while on the iPhone X we have big Apple notch, and you can see which looks outdated against the Realme GT Master Edition. Now let's see apps opening speed. And guys, everything is closed up in the background, and you can see no application is running in the background. Now let's opening up the phone dialer. That is a little more faster on the iPhone X. Again we have different animation, and the animation it feels more smoother on the Realme GT Master Edition because of the 120Hz refresh rate. Now let's open settings. That is very similar. So now let's go to the display, and you can see in the more section we have 120Hz refresh rate, while on the iPhone we only have 60Hz refresh rate, no 120Hz, and the 120Hz only available on the iPhone 13 Pro series. So that's really disappointing. Now I'll check out some more application. Now let's open Amazon Shopping. Again we have same Wi-Fi network, and the iPhone X looks a little more faster if I'm not wrong, but at the end it is very similar. So now let's see just scrolling, and in that area, and the Realme GT Master Edition is performing really smooth as compared to the iPhone X, but again no lag whatsoever on both phones, and the touch response also more responsive on the Realme GT Master Edition. Now let's check out some games application. Now let's open Candy Crush Saga. Again we have Apple A11 versus a Snapdragon 778G. Realme GT Master Edition little more faster there as compared to the iPhone X. Now let's open Instagram. That is very similar. Now let's open Snapchat, little more faster on the Realme GT. Now let's open Spotify. The Spotify it is very similar on both phones. Now let's open Subway Surfer, and you can see that the Snapdragon 778G is performing more faster as compared to the Apple A11, and you can see the iPhone X is taking a lot of time. So here's the speakers on both phones. First, here is the Realme GT Master Edition. We only have a single speaker. The single speaker also really good on the Realme GT. Here's the iPhone X looks like with a dual speakers, and the iPhone X speakers has a more bass. Overall I like the speaker quality of the Realme GT Master Edition. Now let's opening up the pinout. The pinout little more faster on the Realme GT Master Edition, and you can see the game uploading time it is also really fast on the new Realme GT Master Edition. Now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, very heavy game. Let's see this time who is faster there. And again we have Apple optimization, so and the social media application always more optimized on iPhones, and the Realme GT Master Edition more faster there. The iPhone 10 also right behind there. Also we have smooth graphics with extreme frame rate on the Realme GT Master Edition versus the smooth graphics with ultra frame rate. I'm not sure about the iPhone 10. Now let's opening up the temper tool. Let's see this time who is faster there. You can see the game app loading time, and the Realme GT Master Edition is performing more faster, as you can see again beating the iPhone 10 in the temper tool application, and the Realme GT Master Edition is done while the iPhone 10 is taking a lot of time. Now the iPhone 10 it is also done, about 4 or 5 second difference there, little bit lag on the iPhone. Now let's opening up the Twitter, and Twitter is open up more faster on the Realme GT Master Edition again, and the social media application it is more optimized on the iPhones. Now let's open whiich, and the whiich also faster on the Realme GT Master Edition as compared to the iPhone 10. Now let's see the scrolling again, more smoother on the Realme GT Master Edition as compared to the iPhone 10, 120Hz versus a 60Hz. And last I'm launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application. Now let's see which one will be more faster. Now let's open a camera, and the iPhone 10 is more faster there as compared to the Realme GT Master Edition. We have 64 megapixel main camera versus a 12 megapixel on the iPhone 10. So now let's look at the front camera. On the front we have 7 megapixel selfie camera on the iPhone 10, while on the Realme GT we have 32 megapixel selfie camera. Yes, in the front camera it is more better on the iPhone 10 as far as the photo quality are concerned. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing for Google Chrome on the Realme GT Master Edition, while on the iPhone 10 we have Safari internet browser. Now let's opening up the wikipedia.org at the same time, and the Realme GT little more faster there. Now let's see the scrolling, and that is speed again more smoother on the Realme GT. Also on the auto option inside the refresh rate settings, it is not really optimized, so this time I am using the 120Hz all the time mode. Now let's open this English, again faster on the Realme GT, and the scrolling it feels more smoother on the Realme GT, but overall no lag whatsoever even on the iPhone 10 after so many years, and that's really good thing about iPhones. Next on the list is the Apple.com. Apple.com it is very similar on both phones. So now let's see the scrolling, and again more smoother on the Realme GT as compared to the iPhone 10. So guys, now let's see RAM management on both phones. On the iPhone we have 3GB of RAM, while on the Realme GT Master Edition we have 8GB of RAM with extended RAM feature. Now let's opening up the phone dialer, no refresh. Now let's open settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping, and that got refresh on the Realme GT. Now let's opening up the Candy Crush, and the Candy Crush is got refresh on both phones. Instagram, no refresh. Now let's open Snapchat. Now let's open Spotify, and the Spotify also got refresh. Now let's open Subway Surfer, and the Subway Surfer also got refresh on both phones. Now let's open Pinout. Pinout also got refresh on the Realme GT. Now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, and the PUBG also got refresh on both phones. Now let's opening up the Temper 2, and Temper 2 also got refresh on the Realme GT. Now let's opening up the Twitter, no refresh. Now let's open whiich, and the whiich is got refresh. Seems like in-app refresh. Last way back to the internet browser, that is refresh on the Realme GT Master Edition. And guys, what I have to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that, and the Realme GT Master Edition is performing more faster as compared to the iPhone 10. In the game app loading time, I would say that in system-based application and both phones is perform very similar. In terms of the social media application, yes, and the social media application always more optimized on iPhones as compared to the Android. In terms of the RAM wise, and the iPhone 10 is performing a little bit more better in the RAM management as compared to the Realme GT Master Edition. Also on the Realme GT we have 4300 mAh battery size with a 65 watt fast charging, while on the iPhone 10 we have 2716 mAh battery size with a 5 watt normal fast charging, and the battery life on the Realme GT Master Edition is much longer as compared to the iPhone 10. And that's about it, and thanks so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Realme GT Master Edition versus the iPhone 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.